Good morning, people. It's Mervelee Myers, and I'm just putting on record what's happening to me this morning. So, as you can see, my eye is weeping. I got up, I went into the kitchen, and then that's when I feel it paining me. So, when I went back to look in the mirror, the eye is really red. Well, having red eye is not unusual for me. People always says to me, your eye is red. My concern is the fact that it's paining me. So it's like the eyeball is paining me. And then it's weeping. And it's like this now for over an hour. Yeah? So I noticed the changes in my body from Friday. So I went to do some shopping, and on my way I felt my foot, the left one. So the pain started in the bottom, and by the time I reached home it was really excruciating. On Saturday again, I had to go down to get some essential down to the Blue, and I had to be literally tipping on my toe. It was that painful. But whenever I have to do things, I need to do things. So I'm gonna show you at the bottom there. That teeth is literally shaking. The only reason I have some level of usage is because the dentist had advised me to get denture to save the teeth. So there's one missing from of here. But the crux of the matter I want to put on record is the fact that 2014, when I transferred to Bird in the Bush Nursery, it was about the reason there was an altercation. I'd had extraction because of my dental problems, and the tooth had broken off in the jaw, so I was unable to eat properly, and I had to work because the situation in the workplace, I can't take time off. Yes, I was off for a little while. I had some time off, but I had to go back. Situation in workplaces, it's not just exclusive to leave, but if you read the reviews online, you will know that their situation is worse than ever, and that I can track down to the time I started. So basically, I'm going to end by saying I'm keeping a record of what's going on because I'm being penalized for taking care of myself. So my medical report was hidden by Judge Freya, who I handed it to, and Judge Shanks allowed Samantha Jones to argue the case on Parkinson's, which I couldn't say I have Parkinson's because I do not have a medical diagnosis for Parkinson's, and said I made up my disabilities. At the Central London County Court, I took my medical report subject access request. Judge Parfit said I lost the ET and the EAT, read the medical report that was the one psychological therapist, and said he understand my trauma. But the report said I was doing okay. These are the triggers for my trauma. So if it is turning out that I'm not managing my health and I might end up like my grandmother and my father, this is going to cause a lot of trauma. I'm not eating properly. I'm not sleeping properly. Basically, my whole life has been turned upside down, and this is what has happened to me since I came back from burying my mother and transferred to Bird in the Bush Nursery. Yeah? 6 years of my life taken. Yeah? So basically, I'm being penalized for taking care of myself. instead of relying on others. Yeah? So I've been left to live off benefit, which is another trigger. Because what happened to my father? He was made redundant. He did not get whatever was due to him when the sugar estate turned to cooperative and people were getting payout. They took his money like what they tried to do to my brother as well. Yeah? So they had thieves everywhere, scammers everywhere. That's why the small claims court now must give me my money. That judgment has been passed for Ryan Clement to pay me my money. And all those cases that are there logging up and piling up and waiting, they need to give me my money because the small claims court is nothing more than a terror cell for career criminal, as Bianca Porter said. She's another one. She knows the career criminal. Bianca Porter from Court Enforcement Services. They're rolling this thing together, as Anthony Badaloo said. And where is Walshy on YouTube? They're all criminals. Yeah? The criminals are at the top of the government services. That's why Sergeant Patel can come ask me if I have, oh, you're so fit. Do you have a British passport? So now everything is coming on. I was threatened with criminal record by the Department for Work and Pension. That took nearly 2 years to sort out my housing benefit. Hence, I have to use up the savings I have. Yeah? I'm looking at some of the old paper and seeing what savings I have. Everything is gone. Who don't scam me? Like when some Duncan I was writing a book, she stole my manuscript. Yeah? If it's not strangers, like William Vincent, who made Facebook profile. That's why I don't engage on Facebook. I don't accept Facebook requests. I don't do anything these days because social media is another infestation, gathering information and giving people access to your information. Google as well, the Google that I'm removing my posts, contents not whatever. What about the review online that are abuses, but nobody is doing anything about them? What about the report that I wrote to The Guardian in 2018? Yeah? Now, Mayor of London come talk about I raise concerns. Have to leave it to Walworth Police Station because what they done since the death of George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. Why am I on page 1 of ITV News for Winross 70? But yet I'm here in this situation. Why everywhere you go online, I'm there representing Parkinson's, Macmillan cancer, whatever it is. And yet, I am the one who is now going to be criminalized. So you're going to give me a 6-month criminal record as it was threatened. Whilst June O'Sullivan is on the cover of the Margaret Horn lecture and send my granddaughter. Yeah? A person the age of could be my granddaughter. Lead a team coming here, beat me black and blue and all they've done to me. Let me see what they're doing. God is keeping me. Yeah? God is keeping me. So these are just the niggles that I'm getting to be on your guard and take care. I'm done now.